Christina.
How are you?
Good.
I love your setup as always.
Thank you.
It looks like it expanded actually since the last time I saw it.
Yeah, we keep getting bigger. I wish
That's
we had
awesome.
space, but
Very cool.
yeah, lots of upcoming events. So we'll kind of touch on some of those while we're painting today. But I'm excited for this one. It's a good one.
I just love the colors, like the whole everything
Me
that's
too.
happening behind you. It's very fun.
Is this my list right here?
Yeah, I printed you a new one. So
Oh, it's a new
No,
one because
no,
there's
no.
writing on this.
the only thing that should be writing is the one, the very first top thing scribbled out.
Oh, okay. Good. That's good. I got it. Awesome.
Good, good. It's been a week of Mondays already, and it's only Tuesday. So
It's all right.
I was just saying that to somebody. I said, it has been a week. And then I was like, oh my God, it is only Tuesday.
no. Today was like a Murphy's Law day. Like everything that could go wrong, like felt like it was going wrong at my full-time job. And then they they closed the road. We're kind of like in a side road, so to speak. And they closed off both ends of the road, and they were like not letting us out. I'm like, hey, listen, we got to get out one way or the other. So take your pick. Somebody let us out. Crazy.
Yeah, we still have people joining, so we're gonna wait a few more minutes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we usually give it till at least 5 after before we get started.
Yeah, we haven't even hit 7 o'clock.
We'll let Christina talk for a minute before we get
Okay,
started. Yeah.
awesome.
I'm here. I'm just going to be off video and put myself on mute while I shush my kids to sleep.
No problem.
But before we begin, we're gonna have her say something. Okay, so she'll be back.
Yeah.
And we still have people connecting, so that's good.
Yeah, there should probably be between 35, maybe 30, 35,
Okay,
possibly 40.
okay. 'Cause I'm still at 70.
Dan Pat.
Hi. Pat should be on.
Oh, cool.
We had a couple of last minute people start signing up, so. Rascals.
Okay. Got it. Checking everything here. Everything's good.
Check, check.
Check, check.
Yep. We still got people joining, so we're at 21, 22. Yeah, we still ain't even at 7 o'clock,
Mhm.
so we're good. Let me go through this. Oh, I see Suzanne Ferguson.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi.
Hi.
I like Zoom. Yeah, instead of reading people, I can see them. That's nice.
There you go.
Too funny.
There we go.
So
Yeah, we still got people joining.
I have 3 more things to post, I think. As far as
3
the-
more?
Yeah, the sunflower, the galaxy, and I have to do Grandma Pat's cherry blossom pathway
Oh,
now. Because Kylie, I was on Zoom with Kylie yesterday, and she's like, "We saw the same thing as Grandma Pat did." We gotta make that one. Oh gosh, okay. was an oldie.
Yeah, she did say she saw it.
So I guess we kind of post that one. Seems like
Christina Mina's here.
That's Christina. That's who.
She said, thanks for joining from Seattle.
It's only 4 o'clock in California too.
Yeah.
wow.
That's all right.
Yep.
It's 7 o'clock here and the sun is still out.
Yay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yay.
Daylight savings time kicking in.
Serious.
It'd be nice when it gets dark around 8:30. That's what I'm looking forward
Again.
to.
Yep.
And nevertheless, we're here. We're gonna paint. We're gonna have a good time.
Yes, yes.
Forget about all of the rest of the Monday part of
Mm,
this week.
really. Monday and the Monday.
Yeah, it's just good to be home and relaxing with some friends.
Sipping
Take it easy.
Sipping.
Get up tomorrow and do it all over again.
Relax, rascal.
But we're heading towards a nice busy weekend.
This is the
Well,
start of
week.
our busy week.
Yes, so we got Friday, big Friday coming up.
I heard a kitty.
You heard a kitty? Are you sure? I don't think so.
I got a kitty here.
Oh, there it
I heard
is.
somebody
Okay.
purring.
Yeah. Okay, you can hear that? Valerie says hello from North Carolina.
Hi, Valerie. Welcome. Yeah, feel free to let us know where you guys are all from in the chat.
Absolutely.
Or you can unmute yourself for a minute and
Yeah.
let us know. Say hello.
Same thing during the course of the session. If there's any issues or you need anything explained, just unmute yourself and let us know what it is. And they'll have Jennifer address it immediately.
Lay down, rascal.
I'm from California.
Hi, welcome.
Who's
Thank
speaking?
you.
Who's speaking?
Michelle.
Oh, hi, Michelle. I
Where
see
in
Grandma
California,
Pat.
Michelle? I'm
I'm
in the
in
Central Valley. I'm near Modesto.
Awesome.
I'm
Oh.
Southern California.
Awesome.
Great.
So Riverside County.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like it.
I know. I like that you guys can talk to one another.
Yeah.
Grandma Pat just joined us.
Very good. Just keeping an eye on my phone for Mr. Aiden.
Oh,
Hi.
hi. Yeah, we're at 33.
Awesome. Yeah, we should be between 30. It depends on how many National Association of Social Workers, New Jersey chapter sent out to everybody.
Right.
But we are probably like 20 to 25 on our end. So
It's
we
all
should be up
good.
there. Yeah. Awesome. I
We
love
got
it.
people
So-
here ready to paint. They're sitting at the
We'll,
ready, okay?
So if you ordered your link through us, we will also send you the downloaded version with a private link so that you can go back to do it. So if you want to try again or you want to go back to do something, you can certainly use it again. We also do that for anybody that may not be able to join live tonight or is coming on late. We always email you the private link to it for later.
Right, I'm recording.
Yep. And then
And
anybody
then we're
that
just waiting for Christina to come back.
Yep, and anybody that got their link through Christina, we'll send that over to her and you can also get it from them too.
Okay,
Hi, everybody. I'm here.
Hi.
all right.
Had about 25 people register. So I think, but there was about 15 people that registered with the paint kits. So I know there's probably some people that are participating without the paint kit that may or may not be actually joining us live. So I think if it's all right with you, we could probably go ahead and get started in a minute.
Sounds good. You want to go ahead and
Sure.
do your
Hi, everybody. This is so fun. I love that everybody's videos are on. This is so cool. I was just doing a super fun licensing webinar, but nobody had their videos on. And now it's like, what a change to see all these and some familiar faces. So that's fun. Welcome, everybody. My name is Christina Mina. I'm the Director of Member Services at NASW New Jersey. I'm very happy to be here with you all. Happy Social Work Month for all the social workers in the room. So,
Yes,
hey,
yes, hey.
Thank you.
social workers are essential. Yes, Valerie, yes, thank you. I'm really excited to be joining with Jennifer Walters from Mimosas and Masterpieces. This is now our like 3rd year in a row doing this. And each year we've kind of taken on a different format, but she has been amazing, totally vibing with us and letting us kind of vibe with her in all the different changes and things that have been happening. And we think this is a really awesome self-care thing that we should all be doing, especially during Social Work Month. So
Absolutely.
on behalf of NASW New Jersey and our membership committee, and I see a couple of our membership committee members here. Mary Landrio, our chair, is there. I saw Anthony Francis, Jennifer, more people joined, so I don't see everybody on my one screen. But we're all happy to be here today. And I also want to give a shout out to some of our colleagues from other new NASW chapters from around the country. Valerie from North Carolina is here with her awesome virtual background. I think I saw Karen and Johanna, I believe, from Pennsylvania. Sorry, I can't see you now, but I know you're somewhere here. I just wanted to say thank you and welcome. And yeah, happy to be here. Happy to see you all. And let's have some fun, huh?
Yes.
Yes,
Awesome. Thank you, Christina.
thank you.
Thank you again to all of the social workers, and thanks everybody for joining us. We do really believe that it is so important for self-care. So we've kind of adapted that, not only for you guys privately, but every Thursday on our Mimosas and Masterpieces Facebook page, we do Self-Care Thursdays.
That's right.
It is free. You join us live on Facebook. We'll probably eventually kind of move over to YouTube, so you'll see some free live on Facebook and some free live on YouTube. Okay, so please join us there if you're not on our page already. We appreciate those likes and subscribes. Over the past year, we have we've grown tremendously. We've learned over the past year certainly how important self-care is, and how much we need this downtime. So it's important for all of you because you are essential workers and you're doing some really tough things. So I appreciate that personally. So for those that don't know us, I'm Jennifer. Mark is behind the camera, behind the computer, and we are Mimosas and Masterpieces. So let's go over our supplies today and we'll get started.
All right.
All right. So at any time, if you have any questions, please feel free to unmute and chat them in, whichever you feel comfortable with. We'll ask you to mute throughout just so we don't have a lot of background noise. The background noise that you do hear is my dog running around me or the birds chirping upstairs or my son coming in because we are in our home studio. And Mark and I laughing, that's usually our thing. So our supplies, we have our 16 by 20 canvas. I have it held portrait style, 16 by 20. Our colors today are our primaries: red, yellow, blue, black, white, and we're gonna need just a little bit of brown for that basket, which I forgot.
Just a little bit of brown.
Yeah, a little bit of brown. We have a cup of water to rinse. We have paper towels to dry. I have a plate to mix my paints in, just in case we need to mix, which we'll have a little bit of mixing to do.
Okay.
And then the 3 brushes that we'll be using are that 1 inch or that large flat or wash brush. We have a medium round, which is a number 8 if you have numbers on your brushes. And then I have a tinier, smaller brush, like a number 4, number 3 for those fine lines and details. That's it. We are going to paint the entire background and then we're going to paint the bike over it. So no real sketching this time.
Okay.
Do that as we paint. That's it.
You just forgot to mention, what were you drinking? What are you drinking?
And I'm drinking Muscat Canelli from One Hope Wines, which is also a wine that gives back as you buy it. So, you know, it's another good excuse to buy the wine, right? All right, so let's get started. So we're going to start with that large flat brush, rinse and dry. So one thing that we say before we get started, every painting that we do,
My painting is not going to look like my painting, and your painting is not going to look like my painting.
my painting.
Good job. Thank you. Was that Suzanne?
Yes.
Of course. It is. I love it. So we have some regulars with us today, which we love you guys so much. We do encourage your creativity. You don't have to follow my color pattern. Change it up. This is your painting, your creation, okay? All right, I'm gonna start with that large flat brush. We've rinsed and dried. I'm gonna take a nice big corner of white and then another little corner of blue. And we're just gonna do X's in our backgrounds. So I'm just gonna flip my brush back and forth over. Now, the more white you add, the more pale or lighter your background will be. The more blue you have, the darker it will be. So this is all up to you. So to get that texture in the background, you're just gonna keep flipping that brush over, X's back and forth. And you'll continue, corner of white, corner of blue. I want you to take this about halfway down your canvas.
Halfway down?
And then as you get to your edges, I want you to get those edges, paint those sides. Paint
But
the
they're only
top.
going about halfway down.
Yeah, about halfway down. Let's start with that.
And you're gonna do these X's all the way across?
All the way across, yep. So he always loves to call me as soon as we get started. Always. So yep, we're just doing those X's. You're just kind of creating a little bit of texture in your background. And we're bringing them all the way across. So bring that halfway down your canvas. Big corner of white, little corner of blue. Grab those edges.
I'm wondering how many of the how many of the social workers know that we began this journey that we're on now with them.
I don't know.
I mean, that was like one of the first sessions we ever did was
That was,
when
yeah.
we decided
it
to
was
do a
our-
virtual session. We did it
It was our
for the
third
social
one,
workers.
I think we did this way. I think that's
I'm not sure that I mentioned the last time that my family growing up, my family was a foster family, and I had foster sisters. I had a bunch of foster sisters throughout my life when I was a kid. And then I have two adopted sisters. And one of them actually grew up and graduated from college to actually work or be a social worker.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's retired now, but
Mary.
yes. But my family was a foster family. We had I had all foster sisters because my mother had all boys. And she wanted a daughter. She couldn't, so every time she tried, she kept getting boys. So then she decided, okay, we're gonna adopt some girls. And we had newborns. My sister Jody was legally adopted. We got her when she was 1 day old. And my sister Mary, we got her when she was 14. And then she went through school and graduated college and became a social worker. And the rest is history. So yeah, that was a I don't know, for a lot of other families and other people that I grew up with, when I was a kid, it was a different dynamic to my family, that we had already enough kids in the family, but then we had enough.
Enough.
Okay. I was the oldest until Mary came, and then it was like, I'm not the oldest anymore. All of a sudden, somebody's older than me is my sister. I had to get over that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Once you're done with that blue and white, I'm gonna have you just rinse and dry your brush. And then you can either flip your canvas or you can work from the bottom up. Okay. So give us some thumbs up so we know you're ready for the next step. Because I kind of want to keep everybody together once we start to blend our colors.
Yeah, I was saying all of that to say that, after all of these years, Mary is still my sister. Jody definitely my sister. It's just like, okay, we just didn't get her the same way the rest of us came. But always been my sisters.
Awesome. So not an easy thing to do.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the hard part. The hard part was my mom having these little beautiful baby girls, and then the parents coming back
Having
and
to-
getting them.
Having
That
to-
was traumatizing.
for a family.
Okay, yeah, that happened enough
Tough.
times where, you know, we finally got Jody, and
Aw.
nobody, you know, we got to keep Jody, and that was pretty much the consolation for all the trauma my mom used to go, you know, she would lose it, you know.
Aw, that's tough. That's
All of us would, you know,
Right.
because we would get attached to this little beautiful baby, and then
Yeah.
you know,
I went to a couple of I
it
kinda
was
like
rough.
the initial class, or kind of not class, but the initial kind of like meeting about fostering and adopting. And I thought my heart could not handle having a baby or having a child and then having to give it back, and just in case it was,
Yeah, that's my mom.
I had
Okay,
to-
and yeah,
I had to step away from that idea.
and my dad too.
That was
Okay,
tough.
my
That
mom
was
and my
really
dad.
tough.
Okay, who does
But they
that? You
do.
know, as a kid, I was like, why? You know, we had to talk about it as a family. Why do we have somebody else's kid? You know,
Aw,
and then we accepted it, and then we just lived that way. But then it was just when the parent came to get the child, it was like, whoa,
Aw.
mom is really hurt.
yeah, of course. So when we're done with that blue and white, we're rinsing and drying. We're gonna work the same thing on the other side. So I just flipped my canvas. It's easier for me to work down than it is to work up. So I like to flip my canvas and work my way down. So corner of red and corner of white. So we're gonna make some pink in there, okay?
Okay.
Same as we did with the blue. So we're gonna bring that almost about halfway down our canvas. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space in there for just a minute. So just go back and forth. Your corner of white, little corner of red. Depends on how bright or dark you want this.
Okay. So now you said we got a busy week coming up.
Yes.
Busy weekend.
We have another group painting this actually tomorrow, but it's a private. And
Okay.
Thursday is our self-care Thursday, of course.
Yes, that's the spring bunny.
Painting the spring bunny. And then
And then it's Friday's
is
anniversary
our
party.
anniversary party.
So that, I don't know, that's not like really working. That's gonna be just fun.
True.
You know, I mean, whoever joins us on that day, we're just gonna have fun with whoever joins us. You know, we're gonna give away gifts, and we're gonna have trivia, and I'm gonna work on a little video, something to tribute, you know, for the 1 year that we've been together doing this with all our new friends. And hopefully I can come through with this video.
Yeah, really. You're telling them to make promises.
Well, I mean, it depends on how long it's gonna take me to put it together. It's a lot of videos. I mean, we did a lot of
Footage,
videos. I never even actually held a count. What exactly how many video sessions did we do? How many virtual sessions did we actually do over the course of the year?
Well, we know it's at least 52. We did one a week for free and
Oh, it's way
Probably
over
more than-
52.
I was gonna say probably double that, because we did probably 2 a week most weeks, sometimes 3 a week. So yeah.
And our rapid rise on YouTube was just unbelievable.
Yay.
Okay, we reached our 4,000 watch hours so that we could become monetized. And after people telling us it's going to take a couple of years, or you know, and we was okay with that, but it just took some months. You know, so we've got to keep striking while it's hot.
All right, so we're gonna stop about there until we have everybody together,
Okay.
and then we'll blend those two colors together. And this time, you don't have to rinse and dry the brush.
No,
Just keep the brush that you've got.
just keep it like it is.
Just keep it with your pink on it or your red and white on it.
Okay,
And we'll watch for those thumbs up and then we'll move on to the next step.
okay. I see plenty of people still working on their
Yeah.
backgrounds.
Okay.
So they need a couple of,
Yeah,
they need a few minutes.
You got it. You got it.
Awesome. Now,
Do we do the
Friday, I don't know
sides
how I'm
too?
gonna do it. Yes, go ahead.
Do we do the sides too?
Yep.
Oh,
Sides too,
yeah.
please.
Oh, yeah.
It always helps your canvas or your painting look finished if you're gonna hang it up. Unless you're gonna frame it, then sometimes you don't really need it. But I always do my sides. It always makes it look finished or feel finished.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm just saying about the anniversary party Friday. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just gonna be just fun. Just have fun.
That's the point.
I said when we get to a point like this while we're painting and we
Yeah.
stop, I need to have a video or something to show.
I'll say.
Like a little break.
Mhm.
Mix white and blue and then mix white and red.
Yep, that's what we're doing. We're blending right on canvas. So a small corner of blue. So it depends on how dark you want it. The more white that you add to that, like a bigger corner of white on that brush, the lighter or more pale or pastel your blue is going to be. Same
Oh.
with your pink.
Okay.
That's all. That's it. We're gonna leave a little space in the middle, and then I'll show you how to blend the two.
Okay. And if you're just joining us, it's still not too late.
No,
Could
yeah.
you just go over the color
Sure.
scheme that you just did? You got the
So
blue and white.
I'll flip it back over to show the original. So, okay, this is how it will be. So we took a corner of blue and a corner of white on that large flat brush.
Yep.
And then your X's, you're just gonna do X's. So you're just gonna bring your brush down and then flip it over and take the paint off on this side. And you just keep doing those X's all across. So you're blending on canvas, but you're also creating some texture in there as well. Once you have your blue about halfway down, I like to flip my canvas and work from the top down instead of from the bottom up, but whatever is comfortable for you. You're just gonna rinse and dry from your blue and white, and then you'll go to red and white, and then X's all the way across the bottom, about halfway up again. We're just gonna leave a little space there,
And make sure you get the sides.
and make sure you get your sides like I'm gonna do right now.
Okay. All right.
And what else you got? So our anniversary party, and then the
Anniversary
following
party starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time,
YouTube
Friday night,
live.
March 26th. But I skipped the self-care Thursday, which is March 25th, starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're doing the spring bunny. Oh, bunny's right up there in the top
Yeah.
left-hand corner. Let me rise it up a bit there. There's the bunny. Oh, and right next to it is the balloons and streamers that we're doing for the anniversary.
Mhm.
And then down a little bit lower underneath that is T-Rex. T-Rex is the fundraiser that we'll be doing on Zoom. That's Friday, April 2nd. To join is $10. We're raising money for someone. Who is
Yes,
it?
we're raising money for a friend whose cancer is back. So we're just trying to help her with whatever medical bills we can for right now.
Right. And the day before that is a self-care Thursday again. That's April 1st, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're doing Sipping in the Sun. That's the one right next to T-Rex, right?
Mhm.
Right. That'll be on Facebook. That's April 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we've got let's go 7 days later. 7 days later, self-care Thursday, a special self-care Thursday. We're doing April 8th, paint and meditate for self-care Thursday.
Yeah.
Explain that one.
So there's no specific painting for this. So for our paint and meditate, we will have psychic medium Nikki Stewart with us. She's a great friend of mine, a wonderful friend of mine, but I met her through doing a reading. We clicked right away, and she's just been amazing. everything, every time she's done a reading with me or a gallery reading, I've been impressed every time, and I am a skeptic. But she also taught me how to kind of do some guided meditation, and she's my Reiki my Reiki master. So I am Reiki 2 certified. And every time we've done a guided meditation, I've just loved the way that I felt. I love the colors that I see and feel. So we thought we would try and blend those two things together. So she'll be here doing a guided meditation with us, and you're going to kind of just paint what you feel, paint what you see. There's really no specific design. I am going to give you, in the event there's kind of a sketch of the Hamsa, hopefully I'm saying that right, symbol, the kind of the symbol to kind of ward away evil spirits, protected kind of rune. So that's there if you want to start with that sketch and then kind of go from there and paint whatever. Otherwise, we'll kind of talk you through the colors of the chakras and what colors represent what energies, and you can work your way through it. So there's no right or wrong. There's no step by step.
Right.
It's just a really relaxing, peaceful, take care of yourself, stress-free
Self-care Thursday.
self-care.
And we've tried to get hook up with Nikki before doing a Zoom,
We have,
but we just finally had to just bring her in the house. And just
Yeah.
Get her here.
yeah, I think it'll
That's
just
the best way for us to do
easier.
it.
Yeah,
Just have her here live in person.
agreed. How you guys doing on your backgrounds?
Everybody's doing very well. I see some people are still finishing
Okay.
up, but there's a bunch of people that are sitting at
Ready.
the waiting ready.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get started with starting to show how you cleanse, okay?
Okay. We can repeat for those who are not up to speed.
So while you're working on that corner of pink, corner of white, I'm just gonna go over it a little because we need to work wet to wet.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of wet those colors by just kind of going over them, okay? So corner of white, the corner of pink. I'm gonna kind of come up into that.
Corner of white and corner of pink.
Well, corner of red, sorry.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of come up into that blank space that we have so far.
Oh, so you're gonna fill in that space with the red and the white?
A little bit, yep. We're gonna kind of come up in there with those X's.
Oh, okay, because you're doing them super fast X's.
I am doing them fast, yes. Sorry, I cannot help it.
Well, what are you doing now? You ran out of paint?
Adding paint. There's
Which one is that?
just white,
You used up all your white?
because I usually over pour. And so I was trying to be careful.
Conservative today?
Did not work out.
Okay.
Okay, so my corner of red, corner of white. Okay, we're blending over that last area into that blank area.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna start to blend up into that blue. Don't worry. It's not gonna blend all the way up there. Just start to blend up there. Then we're gonna grab the blue and bring it down. I'll show you in a minute. So we're just kind of come up right over that blank line that we had, that white space that we had, up into our blue a little. Only come up maybe an inch or so into that blue. You're gonna start to see some purple.
Only an inch?
About an inch or so, yep.
I'm gonna zoom in.
Okay. I know we're gonna see that blue halo there, so once you're kind of up in that blue about an inch or so, you're gonna rinse and dry quick,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna go back to corner of blue, corner of white,
You're gonna go back to a corner of blue and a
Yep.
corner of white.
corner of blue, corner of white.
I'm watching.
Right above where you started here. Right above that pink that you started with,
Mm-hmm.
working on those X's again. And then we're gonna work it down, okay? Corner of blue, corner of white. We're gonna blend down now because this pink is wet. So as you move down, you're gonna use light pressure as you move down into that pink. So it sort of feathers itself away. Okay, so X's, Come down, work down in there. And the farther down in the pink you get, the lighter the pressure.
Uh-huh. Yeah, now Christina's telling me that she wants to take a picture with everyone's painting at the end.
Yes.
So we could do a
definitely.
screenshot from the computer.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Will we be able to fit everybody on the same screen?
Should be.
Because we usually, well, we can do that. We're definitely gonna do that. But we also do the shout out, at the end where whoever wants to show their painting, they just hold it up and then I spotlight everybody's painting.
Yeah,
We just
we
go
do
one
that
at a
too.
one at a time.
Absolutely. So you can bring this blue and white down into your pink as far as you want to. If
Okay.
you want more purple, bring it down or add more blue. Okay.
Add more blue.
Yep. So the more blue that you add in here, I'll show you here. So the more blue I add in here, the
Yes.
darker purple I'm gonna get.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I see white too.
Yep. So I have that corner of blue, corner of white on that brush.
Okay.
I'm just gonna continue blending. The more pressure you put on your brush, the more paint's gonna come off of it.
Okay.
Okay. When you start to get to this area that's drying now with the pink,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to sort of either wet your brush a little to kind of re-wet that pink or go back with pink and white.
When you say wet your brush, you mean just put
Just
water on it?
a little bit of water, little bit of water,
Just a little bit.
right?
That re-wets the paint?
Sometimes it may take it off. So it just depends on how dry it is.
Okay.
Okay, so I grabbed a tiny bit of water on that brush.
And you're just blending your colors now.
Right. You always want to work your blend wet on wet. So you always want to work wet to wet. So when we have time when we're letting it dry, you're not really able to blend unless you kind of redo those colors.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna, if you still have like that harsh blue line or purple line, just grab your white and red and come back up into that
Okay.
blue area. That's all. So that's how you're blending.
All right.
So we'll give everyone a couple of minutes to
Oh
work-
yeah, I see lots of
work
brushes
these
moving.
colors. Yep,
Yeah, there's brushes moving.
yep.
Now, something that I skipped over while I was reading off of our upcoming event list is Saturday, April 3rd. We're having a big Girl Scout cookie pop art day. Okay, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get as many Girl Scout troops from all over the country and Girl Guide groups in Canada to join us on April the 3rd for a big Girl Scout cookie pop art bonanza.
Bonanza.
Yeah, bonanza. All right. We'll be having them paint these cookies right here. And we've been, because we've done a lot of private events with a lot of Girl Scout troops. So we just decided on April 3rd would be the best time for as many as we can possibly get to join to help us do these cookies on April 3rd. And then we also reached out to the Girl Guides because of the history of Girl Scouts. And we have a lot of Canadian viewers, and they mentioned the Girl Guides. So we're looking to have a really big turnout on Saturday, April 3rd for the Girl Scouts. As many troops as possible have, it's already given intent that they're going to join us for this. But we're trying to get as many more, to understand that we are having this event. So if you know any Girl Scout troops, direct them to our Facebook page or to our website, mimosasmasterpieces.com, and ask about the April 3rd Girl Scout Cookie Pop Art. It's a free event and it's going to be live on YouTube. All right, I'm going to go back.
Yeah. I think most of the other paintings are that way though.
What paintings?
the next upcoming event.
Oh, yeah, but
You're
I
still
want to
going.
train it back on this background for them. So I
Okay.
know some people are still finishing up. And they need to see it.
Sounds good.
Let me see how many more brushes are moving. Yep, there's still people finishing their backgrounds up.
Okay, that's all right. We do want to give this a minute or so to dry too, so
Oh, you do want it to dry?
we'll want it to dry so that we can begin the rest of the thing.
Okay. Because you didn't give them, they don't have no sketch to this one.
No, we're gonna do it all together.
What time is the Girl Scout event? Yes, good question.
It is. Hold on.
All right.
Mark always keeps asking me. Apparently, I don't have it written down on there.
Yep, I've been asking and asking.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Eastern time.
2 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm writing it down. 2 p.m. Eastern time is when we're having the Girl Scout cookie pop art session live on YouTube.
Yes.
And our YouTube channel is Mimosas Masterpieces. Just take both of those words and make one word, and you'll find us, I guarantee.
Yay.
Yeah. So our anniversary party, that's where we're gonna be, on YouTube.
Yeah. Mhm.
Excuse me.
Yeah. On.
Aaron said done with both
Hi,
backgrounds.
Erin. Both? Are you doing 2?
Yes. Aaron is doing 2.
She's awesome.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. I talked about the paint and meditate self-care Thursday.
Yeah.
Then that Friday, April 9th, 8 p.m., we're having a resin portrait workshop on Zoom. That's pretty much already been set, right?
That one, I think I made the link live again.
Yeah.
I need to unmake it live. I need to deactivate the link.
Really?
There is probably 3 kits left for this workshop, but then we're gonna post another one in May. We just want to get through the first one in April,
Right.
and then we'll post the next one. But the resin trays are just beautiful. They're super creative.
Excuse me.
They're shiny and glittery, and so if you're interested in something like that, other than just painting, you're interested in a little bit of crafting, then check that one out. But
Will we be posting it?
it's posted on the Facebook event.
No, I
on the
mean,
Facebook page.
when the event happens, because it's a private event pretty much.
Mhm.
So when it's done, we can post it or.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So this way people understand exactly what it is when we keep talking about resin pour.
Sure.
And then maybe they'll want to join.
Yeah, I was gonna actually have you record just me doing the test one, the sample one.
Okay,
people
and
can
doing
see
that
it
so they can
and
see what
then-
it is.
Right.
Okay. And then we've got a self-care Thursday, April 15th, 8 p.m. start time, April showers. That's on Facebook. Let's see, I'll find April showers right there,
Oh yeah.
all the way up there to the left.
Mhm.
It looks a little disorienting because it's upside down.
Well.
No, don't turn it right side up. Oh, because there's water in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was a heck of an idea when I heard you say that. No, they
Somebody
want to
else
do,
suggested it,
right,
wasn't
they
me.
want a umbrella with water filling
Yeah,
up
it was
in it.
somebody else.
I was
So
like, okay,
we take your painting suggestions very seriously here.
absolutely, absolutely.
We have a book full, but
And we can't get them all done right away, but we're working on it.
yeah, there's a few more posted that you guys have suggested. So they're over there.
Absolutely.
How we doing on our backgrounds? Well, I know
We have some people who are ready.
other people are still working.
No, for the most part, I'd say mostly everybody's pretty much ready.
Okay. All right, I think we can go ahead and move on.
Yes.
All right, so let's make sure that your pink is on the bottom, if that's what you want. I'm gonna keep my pink on the bottom. Try and dry it, just a minute, just a second. Try and dry it. I have an extra paper plate. I posted in the event today.
Right.
Anybody that was part of the National Association of Social Workers, and you guys got your link that way, my apologies. So if you have an extra paper plate, grab one. We're gonna use this as your template for your wheel.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to, just, some people want to be a little bit more specific. and,
Okay.
Exact than others. So I'm gonna kind of use this as my guide. I'm gonna make it so that it comes at least, let's say, we want the edge of it to kind of come right to the edge of the left side of my canvas.
All right.
It's gonna come right over, slightly over the middle. I'm gonna use my medium round brush, rinse and dry. And I'm just gonna grab my black.
I'm zooming in for them.
Okay. So we're just gonna kind of press that on there. And using the black, just kind of go right around. Once you have it on there, then you can go back and kind of do another layer or so around the edge. So we thicken that tire up.
And that's why you had the paper plate.
That's why I grabbed an extra plate.
Okay.
Right, so I'm just gonna kind of come around and make this a little bit thicker. We want it to be about 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch thick for that tire.
Now, if they don't happen to have,
It's okay.
A
You're just
paper
gonna
plate.
kind of,
then they could just freehand.
yeah, just freehand that tire.
Just be careful and take your time.
So that tire comes right over to the left side of my canvas.
Nice. So you're just thickening.
And when you thicken it, it gets a little wobbly in there. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Are we doing that with the black paint or the brown paint?
I'm doing it with the black.
Black, okay.
Awesome. Have you used the brown paint yet?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet?
We'll just use the brown for our basket.
Oh, okay. Nice. I'm just going across and I'm seeing everybody painting.
You do have me on the spotlight, right?
Yes,
Sure. But just making
yes,
sure
you spotlighted.
we are recording.
Yes, we're recording. Nice. Right, Aaron said, yeah, both. I'm doing twin painting for his cousin.
Oh,
He
that's
said
right.
he lost his twin last year. It's
That's
going to
right.
be in their favorite colors with their favorite flowers.
I remember you saying that.
See?
That's super sweet. All right, so this tire can be as thick as you want it to be. So 1/2 inch, I'm kind of about a 1/2 inch thick. Maybe a smidge over.
Or for your tire.
Yeah.
I just remember you doing this painting, and I think you said it was for the social workers. And then every time we did a session and the painting was in the background, people kept saying, when are we doing that painting?
That's true.
Are we going to be doing the bicycle painting?
I
No,
think that
that's
was,
for a private
I
event.
think that was Grandma Pat that kept I promised her I would post it soon. We were just waiting on the correct date.
Yeah, that happens a lot, you know. When you put paintings in the background, and I said, do we have a date for that painting? No. I said, but you're gonna put it out there and people are gonna see it and somebody's gonna say, when are we doing that painting? And never, it always happens.
Sorry. So let's do those thumbs up when we have
You want
your
thumbs
tire
up?
on there.
You want thumbs up when they have their tire?
Yep.
I see a thumbs up. Whoa. Yeah, see, I wasn't expecting to see a thumbs up so fast, but I got one.
Very good.
It's not like the Girl Scouts. When we're painting with the Girl Scouts, you say, I'm ready for a thumbs up, and they all go bling, thumbs up. They right there with her.
They are.
That's why the Girl Scout Day, April 3rd, that's
It's
going to be a
awesome.
phenomenal
It's gonna be
day.
awesome. I'm excited for that. I'm always excited to paint, but
But the Girl
Somehow.
Scouts are special.
seriously, somehow painting with kids just, I don't know, just something.
Yeah, but these are specifically Girl Scouts. It's like every time we do a troop session with a troop of Girl Scouts or troops of Girl Scouts, it's like they are psyched up, they're ready to paint. And then once we get started, they're right there with Jennifer during the whole time.
These kids have also been like cooped up for, months.
Yeah,
And they're expecting
but they
to do
like
something
painting,
to see
and
their friends.
Girl Scouts like the painting.
Yeah,
And
that's
they don't mess around. Yeah, see, Jennifer Sorensen says, I used to work at a paint and sip,
Oh, awesome.
and the kids' classes, Girl Scout events,
Yep,
were my favorite by far.
I know. They're just so excited and happy about what they're doing. They seem to, there's very few Girl Scouts that seem to have like stress over, doesn't look the way yours, like they're on it.
Yeah, they're not about
They're
that.
good, they're proud of themselves. Like that is awesome for me.
Yes, they are hilarious. She says they're hilarious. They are.
Yeah, we do have
They got
some,
their little clicks and
we
everything
have
else.
some characters, that's for sure.
Yes, we have their characters, but when it comes to painting, they love it and they're good at it.
Absolutely. All right, I am going to rinse and dry that brush, and we're gonna make the color for our bike. So I kind of have that like teal aqua color. You can make yours whatever color you want.
Okay.
So for that teal aqua color, I'm gonna take a nice scoop of my blue, maybe 2 scoops of my blue. I'm gonna take a little bit of my yellow, just a little bit at a time, and mix, and then we're gonna grab some white.
I'm gonna move in on that. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Camera going crazy.
Yeah, let's back out. I just wanted to move in on it. Yep, and I just pressed the button one time and said, let's go all the way in. Now let's back out.
Go. So you can have this aqua color, you can go more green. If you want a little bit more green, you're just gonna add a little bit more yellow at a time.
Okay, that's what I wanted to show them, the color.
Yep.
The color.
Of course, you want like a purple bike, you're gonna mix blue and red, and then a little bit of white.
And
Probably
see,
gonna,
that's the thing. What color bike do you want?
right, yeah.
You don't have to have a teal bike. You can have any color bike you want.
That's right.
It's not about perfection. It's all about expression.
All right, so in the center of our wheel, we do want to do a little circle. Let's make it about an inch, maybe a little bit more than an inch.
Yeah, Eileen was saying, was it blue, yellow, and white?
Yep.
Okay.
Blue, yellow, white. And then we're gonna sort of eyeball that angle that we want the front of our bike to have. So I'm kind of using my brush as a guide as to how I want that angle to happen. It's gonna come from that circle down in the spoke where the spokes will go into our tire. It's gonna come up here a little bit, almost to the center, maybe to the right of the center of my canvas. So I'm gonna put a little dot up here just to kind of follow that line.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow that line and bring it down. Bring it up and sort of connect the dots here. If you go over that black, it's fine. You're gonna pull some of that black up. It's perfectly fine.
Right, you're gonna pull some of that black.
Yeah, we're gonna pull some of that black up and that's fine. And then again, we're just gonna sort of thicken that up a little bit. We want that to be about maybe an inch wide.
Okay,
Start with about a half inch and then make it a little wider until you're happy with that width. About an inch wide. So we do want this to come up at least above our halfway point, close to our halfway point, I should say that. Close to our halfway point, midway through our canvas.
close to the halfway point.
Yeah, so I have halfway here this
Right.
way and halfway here. So it's to the right of my vertical and it should be above my horizontal.
Okay, and yes, I see you getting some of that black.
Yep, that's okay. Right. So there's that first line of our bike.
Okay, looking good.
And then what we'll do is we want to come over the front of our tire. I want to come down maybe to about here with it. Just a little curve here.
Let me get a little closer. Okay,
We'll come right over the top. Again, keeping that about, maybe an inch thick we can do here.
about an inch thick.
About an inch thick here. Right over the top of that tire. What's this called?
What, the rim?
Rim? Not really the rim.
Or for the tire?
The splash guard on.
Oh, I mean the bike part.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot what they call that.
So again, if you happen to pick up some of that black, it's totally fine because you can use that as a shadow underneath on the bottom edge of that blue, okay? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, maybe it is a splash guard of some kind.
Yeah, but I didn't know anything about. And we'll come right down over the back. Do the same thing. I want to just kind of leave maybe an inch or so space on the bottom here.
Oh, okay, you want to leave about an inch of space from the bottom of the painting.
Just right down and around. If you happen to go over that bar here.
Fender.
Thank you. If you go over that bar, we'll just put that back in place by just kind of brushing right back over it.
Thank you,
And,
Fender.
That's how we're not.
No, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been on a bike.
I mean, I should know it because of the car too, but clearly we're not mechanical people.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bike rider for a while, but then I stopped and I haven't been on a bike in a long time.
All right, so we have our fender
Yeah,
and our diagonal.
post.
Wow, we should have really looked up what the part names are.
I feel embarrassed that I don't know because I was a bike person. A bike was my car at
The
one
front-
time.
The front part of our bike.
Yeah, my bike was my car at one time. I don't remember none of it. Spokes.
Oh, the spokes are down here.
I know, I'm just saying
I was
words
gonna
that I
say.
remember. Spokes,
Oh my
tire,
gosh, there's so-
rim,
there's no
handlebars,
rim.
handlebars. No, the rim.
There's no rim.
Yes, it is. Where the tire goes on the rim.
All right.
Tire goes on the rim with the spokes.
Oh my goodness.
I used to fix my own flats, everything. No problem. It's my bike.
On a bike, not a car.
Yeah, the first time I fixed a flat in the car, I was like, this is not for me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Same color. I'm gonna go ahead and do the crossbars. Let's call them that. I think that's the right word. The crossbars here. So from the top of this, we're gonna do that slightly curved line coming down here.
Slightly curved.
Slightly curved. And again, we'll kind of make that about an inch thick.
Slightly curved.
They're the front forks.
Thank you.
The front forks. There you go.
You want to come back, hop on tomorrow for me, and you can repeat all these things. I have to do this all over again. You guys are gonna make me sound smart tomorrow. That's all.
And now you're working on the frame.
Now you're working on the frame.
Oh my gosh. My
You got
signals
it.
for $500.
The fender, the frame, the front forks. It's all coming back to me now.
And then I'll come down maybe about an inch or so, maybe 2 inches. And then we'll do a diagonal coming down here as well. Okay,
Okay,
diagonal.
I should know those things.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
Wrap it right around the edge of that canvas too. Get to that edge over here. Right over the side.
Yeah, we're doing this bike and it's making me think about my job now. Because we have those bikes outside of,
That's right.
I work on a big giant campus at Merck. And they have these bikes where you gotta go to the building all the way on the other side of town. You might as well just get on the bike and ride over there. Because they ain't having no cars, no traffic. There's bikes all over the campus. All these scientists getting on bikes, riding from one building to another.
Wow. Give us a thumbs up when you guys are done with your frame and the front forks. Thank you. And the fender. 3 words. And then I'll show you our highlighting on this, and then we'll move up to our handlebars next.
Oh, Jody, I what location? I'm in the Rawway location in New Jersey. Yeah, it's a lot of walking. I should say Rawway Linden.
It really.
Cause it's like both
Spans across
towns.
both towns. Seriously.
She says her dad worked there many years ago.
Big place.
It's a big place, yeah. Well, her bike is coming along.
Yep, step by step. We'll get there. Trust the process.
Now, I just
Right.
been reading off every self-care Thursday coming up from March, the end of March to April. Do I have any more dates in April? Oh, yes, I have another date in April. April 22nd, Thursday night, self-care Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Star Time. We're
Yeah.
doing the Space Galaxy.
Yes, I have to post that event on Facebook. It's not posted yet.
Okay, so it'll
But
go up
I
on
will.
Facebook.
Yeah.
And then Friday, April 30th, 7 p.m. start time. We have Central Perk Workshop.
Yeah.
It says $10. That's
Yeah.
on Zoom.
It is. Well, it'll be a separate, a private painting workshop group.
Oh, so that's when we're gonna do the French tribute. So we'll be doing Central Perk.
Yeah.
Let's back out and see it. There it is to the top right. Underneath the river otter. Okay, the river otter will be marking our return to the Lehigh Valley Zoo for the Zoom with the Zoo series that we started this year. Now, we started the Zoom with the Zoo series. Some of those videos are already on our YouTube channel, but we're going to make a special return by doing painting that one right there at the top, right above Central Perk, for the river otters, and we'll be live on. Well, we won't be live on location.
Well, we will
We're
actually
we're planning on recording that.
we are recording, but the special part about it is that there will be tickets available for those of you that are local enough to come and join us at the zoo and paint with us
Right, live.
in the river otter's habitat.
Right, right. That's what we want to do. And we wanted to live stream it, but it's been difficult because
their
we're out in the
Wi-Fi is-
mountains somewhere
their wi-
in
there's
Lehigh
zero
Valley.
connection. It's
Yeah, with the
terrible.
Lehigh Valley Zoo, it's like way up there in the mountain.
Yeah.
And the Wi-Fi reception, the signal is just really bad.
It is.
But then what we'll do is we'll record it and then we'll post it.
That's right. All right, so as you're kind of working through those, that frame, I'm gonna keep that brush. I'm still not even gonna rinse and dry. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of white and we'll work on our highlight. So I'm just gonna come right over the top of each of these pieces,
Okay,
okay? Right over the top, and you can kind of blend it down and toward the center if you want to.
because it's not dry yet, right?
Right. Yeah, so the original one that I did, everything was pretty dry, so I didn't really blend very well. So starting with that white and kind of blend down about halfway down. You do want the bottom to be darker than the top.
And
of each
Sandy,
piece.
and then Sandy says, what is the website again? The website is mimosasmasterpieces.com.
Yeah,
Take 2 words, make them into one. Mimosas, plural, masterpieces, plural, put them together, add .com.
and our YouTube is the same, just Mimosas Masterpieces. If you search, you'll find our logo up there.
And then you'll see all of the paintings from all of the sessions that we've done during the year.
I'm gonna come right over the front of this piece, of this diagonal,
Oh, with the highlighter?
right over the left side of it. Yep.
Okay. All right. Going across, looking at everybody painting. Yes, you're following along.
Just kind of blending it in about halfway down that piece.
Just about halfway, not all the way.
Yeah, about halfway down. If you still want that bottom, the underside of it to kind of be darker for that shadow.
Okay.
Come right over the left side of this little circular piece that will have our spokes. And then on the top of each of these crossbars on the frame.
Oh, okay.
As much as I try and make it a straight line, it's so hard.
I thought you gave up on that. Come on,
Now, this one's usually pretty good. I can usually do this one on an angle. Okay.
that's pretty good.
So there's our highlight for our frame. And then
Okay,
we can rinse and dry. You guys give us those thumbs up.
you want thumbs up?
Yeah, let's make sure everybody's together
Okay,
again.
so when they finish highlighting their frame
Yep.
and their fender, then they can show a thumbs up and then we'll continue on.
Mhm.
All right, pretty good.
I'm not going anywhere, rascal. I'm
Let's go
right
back
here.
in.
I'm right here, buddy. Yes, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I know it's National Puppy Day, isn't it?
It is for real?
It is.
It's National Puppy Day.
Yes. I know, you're not a puppy, but you're an old puppy. You'll always be the puppy, right?
Rascal will always be the old puppy.
Rascal will always be the old puppy. Yes, I know.
Now you gotta get him all worked up.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
No, 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 now the camera wants to move around on. I don't know what's going on with this camera.
Right.
I just wanted to show Rascal a little bit.
Being a crazy pup.
Yeah, I hope.
Yes.
And Rascal wants you to stop.
I'm still working. We're still working.
He wants you to
I'm
stop
not done
and
yet.
play with
I'm
him.
not done yet. Yes, I'm not done yet. Fluff. We're not done yet. No, we're not done yet. Sorry. That stare down.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's looking back at you like
Yes, he is.
you're kidding? Is it over?
Nope.
It's not over.
Lay down.
It's not
Relax.
over.
Relax.
It's not over, Rascal.
Oh my goodness.
Mommy still has more painting to do. You gotta make your peace with it.
When's our,
What's our next? What's next? Next is gonna be
Oh,
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do
Cinco
Cinco de
de
Mayo on
Mayo.
Wednesday, May 5th. That's gonna be live on YouTube.
We're gonna have to get tacos and margaritas.
Tacos and margaritas.
Yep.
All right, let's go over to the painting that we're gonna be doing. There it is. Tacos and margaritas.
Mhm.
Right next to Central Perk in the River Otter.
And then below Central
And
Park,
then
I think
below
it's
Central Perk is the Villains Workshop. Saturday, May the 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're doing the Villains Workshop, but it says $10.
Yep.
So that's on Zoom.
Nope, it is gonna be a private
Oh,
workshop.
so we're
private
gonna
workshop.
so the Villains Workshop is a private workshop.
Same as the Central Perk. So what
Oh.
happens is because Zoom only allows us a certain amount of people,
Yes.
create for any of the workshops that we do, Central Perk, the villains, anything that has a small fee to it. We'll have you join us live on Facebook from a private group.
Oh,
So you'll be added to that private group so that we can just go live on Facebook, just like we normally do.
okay.
And
So it'll be on
have everything.
Facebook.
Yep.
Oh. I'm the one handling this and I don't even know nothing about it.
Well, you know,
Just as long as I can run the camera and make sure that it runs on time. That's all I need to know.
exactly.
And then Sunday, June the 6th
Ugh.
at 12:30,
The
the sloth returns as we return to the Lehigh Valley Zoo that day. Now that was one of the better
Zoom.
one of the better sessions we had with the Lehigh Valley Zoo was with the sloth.
Well, it was just actually Zoom because once again,
Right, the weather didn't permit us to
Weather.
go out there, but
weather,
it still turned out to be a decent
Yeah.
decent session.
it was great.
Nothing compares to our first session
What the
at
heck?
the Lehigh Valley Zoo with the penguin Bahati. Okay, you go to our YouTube channel and look up the Lehigh Valley Zoom with the zoo with the penguins, and you'll see Bahati the penguin stole the show, was fantastic, just was perfect.
Yeah, I think I think
You
we have to
know,
make
that was
them
a
all
good
public.
session.
We have to make them all public now because I think they're still private links.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought I made Bahati public.
Oh, maybe. Maybe you did.
All right, then I'll have to go and check that as soon as we're done here.
Right. How we looking, guys? What do you think?
Some people are waiting, and some people are giving. Oh, yeah, see, they're giving me thumbs up.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead. So if you're rinse and dry that medium brush that we've been using.
All
We're
right.
gonna create a gray for your silver for your handlebars. So you're
Okay.
gonna take a nice big scoop of my white and just a little bit of black at a time. A little bit of black goes a long way.
Right, just a little bit.
A little bit of black. So you're gonna create like a silver color, a light gray color. And we're gonna continue. Oops. We're gonna continue from this point up.
Okay.
Let's go about maybe 3 inches. Let's start about 3 inches. Keep that same width.
Mhm.
Same width, about 3 inches up. And then we're gonna round this off. Round it off at the top.
All right, I need to zoom in for that.
Yes.
Oh, that was too far.
So we're gonna kind of do a backwards question mark here.
A backwards question.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna go over to the left a little. And then it'll come up and around. So I always like to come down and around instead of going up. It always works better working my paintbrush down, not up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come back up here. And bring it down and around. So it's a backwards question mark here. You want to maintain that thickness though throughout.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them both in the picture here
Okay, that's fine.
so they could see the backwards question mark. I mean, even though your painting is not going to look like your painting,
That's true.
it's just still gives them two
There.
references.
There you go.
Sandy says 6/6 is her birthday.
Ooh, June 6th is your birthday. Sandy, where are you located?
Yeah, get her to the Lehigh
Are
Valley
you in
Zoo.
Jersey?
Get her to the Lehigh Valley Zoo.
Yeah. We'll celebrate with you and the sloth.
The sloth knows how to celebrate.
He just hangs out and eats. Yes,
He was celebrating.
that's right. That's about right.
He knows how to celebrate. He would celebrate upside down. He celebrates sideways. He celebrates standing right up.
It's,
And nothing seemed to faze him.
it's so cool seeing them in person. It's just so neat.
It
The
is.
penguin was still my favorite, though. You're right. The penguin was really awesome.
Because the
Oh.
penguin seemed like the penguin did this before.
Yeah, she was showing off for sure. She was really good. And the owl was really neat too. I didn't realize how tiny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
we
was
did
expecting something much bigger.
So what we actually painted was a barred owl, which
It's bigger.
she said is pretty big.
Right, but
But what
barred owl.
she brought out for us to see in person was a screech owl, and it was like, maybe the size of your hand. It was little.
Yeah.
It was so cute though. I was like, wow, that was just. She was cute too. I forgot her name now. Something about
owl?
her name. Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, I forget too. But there was something unique about the name.
But the sessions at the Lehigh Valley Zoo were all interesting.
Yeah.
All good. And our viewers had great questions every single time.
Always.
We
Yes,
definitely impressed the people at the zoo.
All right. So once you've got that backwards question mark on there, same brush, we're gonna rinse and dry. And we're gonna go to black.
You're gonna do what?
Gonna just grab black.
Oh,
We're gonna finish the handle here.
okay.
Okay. So we're gonna come right across the top. Let's do about 2 to 3 inches here. 2 to 3 inches here.
So you're just extending it.
And then along the bottom, we're gonna do kind of some ridges here. 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll just kind of close this off. This, and we'll fill that in.
All right. So now you got your handlebar.
I got the handlebars. While you have that black though, what I'm gonna have you do is come right around the inside of that question mark, the top area of that question mark.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kind of blend a little bit in there. And underneath, inside on this area here. So it's kind of like the S almost is taking shape. The top and then this little curve down here.
Okay.
Just gonna come right down along the bottom of the right side of that slightly diagonal piece here too.
Okay.
Just want to blend. I don't want it to be too dark. In fact, I'm gonna rinse and dry and probably blend over some of that black a little bit up in that area. Just kind of lighten it just a little.
Well, it was too dark.
Yeah, just kind of fading it out a little bit. Going over while your paint's wet kind of helps it kind of blend in. I'm just rubbing over that to blend it in a little.
Okay.
part is going to be our basket.
Next is gonna be the basket.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use brown.
Use brown next. Rascal, what's going on, dude?
Don't get him worked up. When you start talking to him and he starts looking up at you, then he starts wanting to get active.
I like it's taking shape, guys.
Yeah, he's behaving now because you're painting. And he's made peace with it. Until he decides he no longer wants to keep peace.
I'm gonna take a peek.
I'm coming to take a peek.
Yeah.
Who else is having trouble? Oh, she was. As usual. Perfect.
Awesome. Aw. Judy's on with us too. Hi, Judy.
You didn't know Judy was
I
on
didn't
with
realize
us?
that Judy was on.
Yeah, I told you.
Judy made me cry the other day.
Judy made you cry?
Yeah. She said, "I'm sorry, y'all."
It's all right, Judy.
It doesn't take much.
Every
these
now and
days, I
then,
guess.
somebody makes her cry. It could be in the morning, she's reading somebody's message. It could be at night before she goes to bed, she read somebody's comment.
That's what happened. I screenshot it and I sent it all to
Somebody
you.
sent a letter in the mail.
Yeah.
She comes home from work, opens the mail and reads the letter, starts crying. She can't help herself. Okay, Aaron says, I'm working on 8x10 canvas. Roughly how far up the canvas should the bike frame be? On an 8x10.
Well, just kind of think of it in quarters. So the blue part of the frame itself, you want it to be just above maybe the halfway mark. So if you're working on 8x10, so about 5 to 6 inches maybe.
Mhm.
And then this will probably be, about halfway up into that second half. So about 6 inches. So figure about 2 inches from the top of your canvas.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're working on smaller canvases, you just kind of have to scale down my measurements.
Right, right.
Yeah,
I'm getting excited, Rascal.
I'm coming over to look for candy.
Yep.
What are the kids
I'm
left?
coming over saying I didn't realize there was candy over there.
Oh, yeah.
They left. This is what the kids left
What the kids left
from when they were down here.
on memory night.
Oh, so this was a movie theater.
Huh?
It was a movie theater.
Yeah, but I can't find my
Can't find what?
my movie screen.
That right there, that movie screen.
You and Aiden are hilarious. That is a white tablecloth. It's not the
That
movie
was the
screen.
movie screen. That's what they used at the
Aiden's
movie
like, it's
screen.
right there, Mom. I'm like, no, that is not. That is a tablecloth. That is not.
What movie screen are you talking?
The one that's like kind of stretchy that has the little grommets on the side that we hung up.
The one that you took outside?
You might as well just take all 3 of those. Aiden ain't gonna eat that.
Oh, but I'll take all 3. Then Take all three.
I know, rascal. Chop. Gosh.
What's the matter?
Rascal is just like,
Oh my
easy.
God. I see fudge stripes in a tiny little box.
Yeah, they're just 3 little tiny packages.
That's all right, but they're tiny little fudge stripes. Made by those little elves.
Oh my God.
Those little fudge stripes made by the little elves. Oh,
Alright. We'll let Mark eat the
wow.
fudge stripes first.
Will you look at this? The
I told
little
you they're
teeny
Mickey.
baby fudge stripes.
I told you.
Oh my God.
Oh, here's all the butter.
Here's all the what?
Butter. The kids wrote
Oh, that's right. I was wondering where the butter was. It's down here.
they just made popcorn. Oh my gosh. Crack me up.
And they took the butter to make with the popcorn.
Man.
He made them popcorn down
Talk about
here.
Movie theater experience, huh? My gosh. Crack me up. Well. Okay.
Sorry, everybody. We
How we
had the
doing?
2 sweetie pies with us over the weekend. And the 2 sweetie pies are on Facebook and they bake treats. So we did a paint and bake with them over the weekend. And at night, they made our studio into like a movie theater.
You did.
So they had movie candy
Mhm.
and popcorn and stuff. And I'm just discovering it now.
Uh-huh. All right. Everybody think they're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna mix our brown, even though we have brown, we're gonna mix a brown for our basket.
So wait, you didn't have brown?
No, I have brown, but we're gonna mix it a little bit.
Oh,
Because we want this to be our dark brown. We want to make a light brown.
okay.
Okay. I'm gonna start with this medium brown. Make sure we're rinsed and dry good. I'm gonna take a little bit of that brown, a little scoop of that brown. Take a nice big scoop of my yellow. And we're gonna mix. Just kind of want to lighten that, soften that brown up a little bit.
Yeah, I better put these down. Fudge stripes, raisinets,
Oh my.
Cracker Jacks. All bad stuff for me to be eating at night.
All right. So with my brown, again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna cover the top part of it with flowers, okay?
I'm gonna cover it with flowers.
Pretty much. So I wanna almost follow the shape here for our basket. So it's this little diagonal here, to come across straight over here. Okay, so coming down like this. And I'm gonna come across, straight across like this. We'll do about maybe 4 inches here. And then we'll do another slight diagonal this way. Try and follow this diagonal here.
I'm sorry.
Same angle. Making a lot of noise.
No, no.
Oh.
When you finish making the basket,
Yeah.
someone needs you to go over the last step.
Sure. Yep. Okay. So what you guys are gonna do with this basket here? Just so we get the basket in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of get that. We actually can. You know what? Well, I'll show you the other way, the easier way to do it. So let me come back to this this last step here on the black. I think that's what we did, right? Was the black and the shading.
Yes.
So after you did your black handle, you brought a little bit of black around the inside of this curve,
Yeah.
and you kind of blend it out into that gray. I did the same thing inside this little curve on the left side, blend it out, and then just that diagonal straight here, and then just sort of blend it in. So it looks a little bit darker on those edges.
Right, because Jody says, I think my bike handle is too short. So if it's too short, you could always make
okay.
it a little bit longer,
Also, if you have that like curve in there already,
right?
it may be hard to change it, but
The backwards,
yeah, but that's okay. So it could be a little shorter. We have short people that run them. So we have our basket. Okay. So I didn't mention this brush when we started, and if you don't have it, it's okay. But if you have that 1/2" flat brush, this is the perfect brush to use for that basket weave.
the 1/2" flat brush.
Yeah, if you don't have it, you can use that medium round brush. And I'll show you what we'll do. All right. So using that brown that you have, that we just mixed, we're gonna do a basket weave pattern. We're gonna start from the bottom and pretty much every 1/2", let's say. So if your brush is about a 1/2" wide,
Yeah,
every 1/2" we're gonna do horizontal, vertical, horizontal,
oh,
vertical, horizontal.
okay, that's how you get
That
that weaved basket
pattern.
look.
So the next row up, you're gonna want vertical right on top of your horizontal. Horizontal on top of your vertical,
Okay,
okay? If it's easier, what you can do is paint the whole thing in and then go back over it. It's up to you.
so
Okay.
paint the whole thing in,
You could paint the whole thing in. I'm gonna do that next. So
All
I can
right.
show you. We'll paint the whole thing in. It doesn't matter again what the top looks like. We're gonna cover it with flowers, so don't worry about that part.
right,
So. Might come out easier if you paint this in one color.
right.
And we do the weave in another in the next color. So let's see how that turns out.
So you decided to paint the whole thing in now,
I painted the whole thing in.
okay,
This time I'll go right to my original brown. I'm not even gonna rinse and dry the brush. I'm just gonna go to the original brown, just so you can see those patterns in there.
all right. Now you're gonna do the lay down,
Yeah, I'll start from the bottom and work my way up. Okay, so horizontal 1/2",
mm-hmm,
vertical 1/2", horizontal 1/2", vertical, horizontal. Really, honey?
mm-hmm. I'm trying them out.
Uh-huh.
They have every kind of candy here.
That doesn't even have to try every guy.
Oh, that one didn't see.
So I'm just alternating those 1/2" weaves.
So these are really Scooby snacks?
Yep, that's it.
That's for the dog.
They're graham crackers.
Well, you did have those snacks for the dog that look like human snacks. So I had to ask. I didn't know if that was a. What was it? A dog bakery?
Yeah, the Hungry Hound in Somerville, New Jersey, donated cookies for our Paint with Your Pet kits.
Oh, if you didn't see Paint with Your Pet. Now, I put that on YouTube, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so you can go check out Paint with Your Pet. That was a really interesting session. We had people with their pets and they painted and their pet painted. And we had some really interesting paintings created on that day. And we called it Paint with Your Pet. But she was thinking paint with your dog, paint with your pup, but it was paint with your pet.
Yeah, because we had cats, we had a rabbit,
Oh yeah, rabbit,
we had
cats,
a guinea pig that somebody do or something. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
And then the rest were pups.
Amazing. So cool.
See, Anthony, see, can I paint with my fish? If you
No,
can teach the fish how to paint, we would love to see it.
that might be tough, but
And that's on our
Okay.
YouTube channel. I put out a little video of them painting.
Okay.
That's on the Facebook page too.
I think so.
I got a few videos of viewers who sent them in of their pet painting on that day, or how they got their pet to paint.
Suzanne's dog is on there.
Yes, and we had a
Really good.
nice little video.
Love it. So we're just gonna start with that first layer of the basket weave. And then you can.
Oh, you said that's the first layer of
Kind of
the
like the
basket
first layer, because we're gonna add some highlights in there. We're gonna add some shadows in there.
and some flowers.
Yep, and some flowers. Your basket might be bigger than mine. Your basket might be smaller than mine. Okay.
Hey. You know, those gummies don't taste good.
They all taste like the same thing because they're all mixed together.
Well, I mean, I was expecting something like sour and sweet or
Oh.
something like that.
Sorry.
So I should have took a Sour Patch Kid. And gummies just don't have no taste at all.
So what I'm gonna do is rinse and dry my brush. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of white and I'm gonna add it to that lighter color that I made. Okay, so I'm just grabbing a little bit of my white and adding it to that brown that I made. So I have a lighter version. And then every couple of them, it doesn't have to be all of them. You're gonna kind of go over those little leaves. Okay, it doesn't have to be all of them. Just pick a couple.
What a chip.
What happened, honey? You opened up the Cracker Jack.
I opened a Cracker Jack and
You didn't get a prize.
I got a prize. This is a prize. Come on.
Yeah, Cracker Jack prizes have gone. By
I'm
the way,
spoiled.
Zach,
When I was a little
many
kid,
years ago,
when I was a little kid,
what did you get your Cracker Jack?
the
prize?
whistle.
A whistle.
Yeah, the little whistle.
You're old.
That was a big deal.
Never. I think even since I was a kid, it was like always paper stuff. Always.
No, I'm talking about when I was a kid. They had real prizes in Cracker Jack box.
Really?
If you could get the whistle, that was a big deal. Until your mother took it away from you because you blow it all day. The little flat whistles.
Oh my God. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Not like a.
I used to
shift
love a
teacher
box
was-
of Cracker Jacks because I knew I was getting a good prize. Well, back then they used to put stuff in the cereal boxes. And I'd be fighting with my little brothers to be the first to open up the box of cereal. So my mother would get tired of us fighting over it. And she'd open up all the boxes of cereals when we
Take
get to the house and
everything.
take everything out.
Oh my gosh, you guys are too much. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch my brush up. I'm gonna go to my tiny brush for those details. I'm gonna rinse and dry. And a little bit of paint at a time. I'm just gonna grab some black. And I'm gonna kind of detail some of those little basket weaves. almost making that like little checkerboard pattern in there.
I'm zooming in even more.
And again, you don't have to do all of them.
And what are you doing? You're just putting
I'm just kind of going over the edges of some of those little checkerboard patterns.
with black?
Yep, this is just the black, and it's okay if it, it blends in there. That's kind of what you want. I'm gonna come right along the outside as well. Just giving it a little outline here.
Yes, Cheryl.
Cheryl,
I am a big kid.
yes, he is.
What?
I'm a
Yeah.
big kid.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
watch cartoons. I read comic books.
Yes.
You crack me up.
All right. That's good enough. So I got some of those little details in that basket weave. So I'll give you a couple of minutes on that. We'll do the details and outlining on the bike, and then we'll come back and we'll finish our flowers.
You should have heard me the other night when we were doing the red slippers, the ruby slippers. And I was
Please,
talking
no.
about how good the witch was from the Wizard of Oz.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're doing the villains, but you don't have the witch up there.
Nope.
You got Cruella. You got two that I don't even recognize. I recognize Cruella DeVille.
Ursula.
That's the one on the top right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know her.
Maleficent.
Don't know her.
And
And the third one?
there's the queen from Sleeping Beauty.
Okay. I remember
Or
her.
Snow White. Snow White. Snow White.
Okay. Now out of the four of them, Cruella's the one that I know the most. But that looks like Glenn Close Cruella,
It is. Yeah, pretty much.
not the real Cruella from the cartoon.
Mark, you're still wrong about the Wicked Witch.
No, I'm not.
Suzanne defended me. I hear ya.
I challenge anyone to watch The Wizard of Oz and try to tell me that that wasn't a straight up robbery,
My God.
murder, theft of shoes. That poor witch was treated wrong. Her and her family were disrespected.
Oh my.
There was people literally dancing in their streets because of the death of this witch's sister. It was terrible. Yeah, comic books. I only read X-Men. Well, I shouldn't say I only read X-Men, but I just read X-Men comic books or Marvel related comic books. Other than that, I don't read any other comic books. Oh, The Walking Dead, which is no longer a series because they finished it, canceled it. But I used to read that comic book, The Walking Dead.
How are we doing? You guys okay?
Oh yeah.
Thumbs up. You're good. I was showing them too fast, but I know we're approaching that 2-hour mark, so sorry.
If we only had the baseball cards that we used to clip on
Oh.
our wheels, the
Right?
spokes on our bikes,
Yes.
and those comic books from way back when.
Yes.
Oh, I'd be able to retire in comfort.
Me too. I didn't realize. I didn't realize.
And I collected baseball cards when I was a kid, but unfortunately, when I was a kid, it was so popular that they were worth nothing. They're probably worth, the cardboard is probably worth more than the baseball cards are printed on these days.
If I had kept the comic books that I had when I was a little kid and the baseball cards, I can
I
only
do still
imagine
have-
what they will be worth.
I do still have some baseball cards. It's finding people to buy them though, like,
Yeah, well, that little kid part of me is still there.
we know.
And it was a big deal for me to go down to the corner store and buy 25 cents worth of
Yep.
baseball cards with the gum.
With the gum that was hard to
And
rock.
and I was really into baseball back then when I was a little kid. I really 24 hours, 7 days a week, I was into baseball
The stuff that we were excited about.
and
Yeah.
comic books
There
then.
you go.
But I mean, I mean, all of that. I also like to read books and do all things like that that most kids didn't like to do when I was growing up as a little kid. 'Cause I could read a book. I would love reading books of every kind till I got older and said, I don't like to read fiction and I will no longer read fiction.
All right. So what we'll do is, while you're working with that black, I just like to rinse and dry my brush and get it back to a point every once in a while. And we'll go ahead and kind of do some outlining for our frame. And then we'll come back, we'll give this a minute to dry, and then we'll work on our flowers.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna come right down over the back to kind of give this a nice straight line there. And it doesn't have to be a full line. I kind of like to do that broken line where I lift my brush up every once in a while.
Okay. But you're giving it sort of a outline.
Slight, yeah, slight outline. Same around my fender.
And you know, like with comic books, you know how people are, um, they're into, um, they're into the art and you know how it looks and the collector's item and all of that kind of stuff. I've never been into all of those things. All I cared about was the story. All I cared about was who I was reading about and what they were going through. And I could read it a million times. There was no such thing as keep it in the plastic and save it in its mint condition and all of that. No, I want to read the story over and over and over.
That's good.
And that's what I do now. Buy a comic book, I read it again, read it again, read it again, put it away, wait a long time, then come back and pick it up and read it again.
So I'm gonna come on the underside of each one of these bars.
On the underside.
Yep.
And they don't have to be all the way, it could be broken line.
Yep, the lines is fine. My hand stable over there anymore.
So where's the pinky stabilizer?
Yeah, I'm still using pinky stabilize. And then you can go ahead and do your spokes. So they're really just diagonal lines or actually straight lines coming out from this little center section. They
Mhm.
don't have to be straight across. They can kind of cross one another. And you can do them in black and you can kind of alternate into white, into some grays. Just gonna try and throw some of those in there.
Okay. We're gonna watch you put these spokes in. Yeah, Aaron says, me too, live for the story and the characters.
Go.
Right, I didn't care who was drawing them. Or you know how like people want certain pictures of certain
The
depictions,
covers. Oh, I was gonna say,
like
I know.
covers. You know, like if they have a fight scene in a comic book, they want they like certain things. I'm into the story.
every so often. Rinse and dry that brush, get it back to a point where you're gonna get a nice big wide line like I did.
So what are you doing?
Well, there's not much.
You're covering it?
Not much I can do now that it's on there. It's okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I watched a lot of TV. I did a lot of comic books, a lot of reading books. What was the other night when we had the two sweetie pies over and we were all outside? And what was I watching on YouTube? I was watching the 1977
Seriously.
World Series
I was like,
between the Dodgers and the Yankees.
wait, what? Who just hit a home run? Wait a
Yeah,
second.
y'all was like, wait a minute. What are you looking at? And I was like, I'm watching an old baseball
It
game.
was all over.
I like stuff like that. I remember how and I was like, yeah, 14-year-old Mark was watching this stuff and he was having a great time. So he
Reliving
wanted
the
to
past.
relive the past. So I'm sitting outside and I'm watching the baseball game on my phone on YouTube that I watched when I was 14 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And it was just thrilling to watch it all over again like it just happened. It was fantastic.
Hi, buddy. We're not done yet. Not done yet. Sorry. I'm sorry. Not done yet.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, Alex, I'm a writer on top of all my other hobbies.
Yes, me too.
And
See,
these sessions have
artist.
inspired me to get back to the comic book I started years ago.
Oh, so cool. No crying.
He
No
said, it's
crying.
time.
No
You
crying.
got to let them finish. We haven't done the flowers yet.
Flowers. Got a couple more little details in
That's
here.
right, Rascal. You're going to have to wait, dude. You still got a ways to go. Take it easy.
There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah, there's no crying in
That's
baseball.
right.
That's one of the best Tom Hanks movies of all time. I love Tom Hanks.
Yep. Yep.
There are very few movies that I did not see of his.
I don't know. I tend to like people like that
My favorite
Before-
actor.
before everybody else starts liking them. Like I liked the early Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, and then all of a sudden he just got all famous and really big, and then it was like, okay, I like Tom Hanks, but I don't like him that much anymore.
oh,
Everybody likes him now.
always
Yeah,
like
who else
all
was
of
like that? I was crazy over, and then everybody in the world liked him. Oh, Ellen.
Ellen.
I loved Ellen in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then Ellen just said, I'm gonna just go big, and just became bigger than everything. And then it was like, okay, forget it. Ellen's gone.
Yeah, I think Tom Hanks has got to be like my favorite all-time actor.
Right. See, now Tom Hanks is people's favorite all-time actor.
Yeah. I
When
mean,
I liked him when he was just
he
a
can
little
play,
funny
like,
guy. And
anything. Like he can really play anything.
yeah.
I've seen him do like every role. It's just awesome.
Well, do you remember when he was in the TV show where he had to dress up like a girl in order
Yes.
to, what was the name of that? In
Bosom
order
Buddies.
to-
Bosom Buddies. That's right.
Bosom Buddies, yeah.
That was my favorite show.
Really?
Yes, that's where I like Tom Hanks. And then he just started, once you make a movie, it's over. Once you make a movie and if you're good in it, it's over.
Aw. So
You know, I
funny.
wanted
but you
Bosom
can't
Buddies to
argue
stay
with
on.
his talent. You can't argue with the talent.
I wanted Bosom Buddies to stay on, and it was gone. And once he did a movie, it was over. He became big and famous, and now he's Tom Hanks, the actor.
That's right. All right. Show us those thumbs up when you're good, and we'll move on to our flowers.
I see one. I see two. Let me go across. I see another.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep going then.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to that medium round brush. That's what we'll do our big roses and flowers with here.
Okay.
You guys that paint with me regularly know I'm not a flower person, so flowers are not my favorite thing to do, but so I'm gonna go ahead and make a dark pink. I'm gonna just start with a little bit of my red and a little white to make
Okay.
kind of that dark pink color.
Jody says, my phone is about to be dead.
It's okay, sweetie. I'll email it to you when we're all done.
Right, we have the video. We'll be recording.
All right, so I like to start with kind of, let's do, call them parentheses, okay? So I'll do like a C this way and a C this way. They kind of interlock. They're holding hands.
Okay.
That's the center. I'm gonna then just keep grabbing white. I'm not gonna rinse and dry. I'm just gonna add white to my brush.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna keep pressing that white around the edges. Just gonna get a little bigger as you go around. Now you can make these roses, these flowers as big as you want to.
What brush are you using?
This is that medium round brush. Medium round. When you want to start another one, just go ahead and grab some more. Do those little parentheses here, interlocking to start. Let's put one all the way up here. 1, 2. And then I'm just gonna grab white.
Don't go too fast making these flowers.
Alright. So you're just gonna continue doing
These parentheses,
curves all the way around and kind of
just
adding
curves.
layers as you go.
And what layers are you adding?
Just grabbing white every time I add,
Oh, okay. First it's the red,
right?
and then it's the white on top of it.
Right, so from those little curves, those little parentheses that are interlocked,
Right.
okay, I just kind of take and start in the middle of it here. And just kind of pull my brush around. So I almost do another parenthesis,
Okay.
and a little curve. And then I'll come on this side and
Do the same thing.
And then you'll just keep working your way out. Just come around this way.
Right. And then come around that way. Okay.
And you'll overlap those curves as much as you want to. Don't dip in your sip. I almost got my wine again.
You almost dipped in the sip.
And then you can do blue, you could do purple. I think I'll do purple. So purple is going to be a little bit of red and a little bit of blue. Just start. Purple ones here. One here. One here. I'm just going to grab white. We'll overlap, and that's perfectly fine.
Oh, Rascal said he's gonna give you a reprieve. He's gonna give you a little.
Fine, you're not done yet.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna give you a little bit more time, huh? That's strange. He normally doesn't do that. He said he's gonna let it slide for a little bit longer. The next time he has an objection, he's really gonna lay it in thick. He might start hopping and jumping right in front of the screen.
You may. He's like, you guys, you know what's happening, don't you?
Yep, he's gonna start jumping in front of the screen.
I'm gonna try and make an orange one. Let's see. So orange is just a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red. Let's see what happens here. 1, 2. these colors are kind of like blended in there together. It looks pretty. It's like rainbowy.
Rainbowy.
Rainbowy. It's pretty. Little guy up here. Just gonna overlap those colors. It's okay to overlap those flowers, right?
Okay. It's weird. We have baskets on the bikes at my job.
Well, it's because you guys gotta carry stuff everywhere, right?
Yes. It's better than putting it on a cart,
True.
trying to walk it through that wind tunnel. Have blow everything all out into the street.
Big basket of flowers. And we'll add some other stuff in there.
Oh,
Mm,
yeah, we have busy week, huh?
told ya.
Tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday.
And then Jennifer is taking
What?
weekend off.
You're taking the weekend off? Really?
Really.
Okay, you deserve. You need to take a weekend off.
Having a self-care Saturday.
I guess I'll have a self-care Saturday too.
Yep.
Maybe I'll sleep all day.
Okay.
That's something I've always wanted to do.
I feel like you've done that
Nah,
before. Just saying.
nah, I never slept all day. I've been feeling like I've been chasing sleep.
Well, new routines.
I go to bed early, wake up, still want to sleep. Just like this morning, I woke up because the alarm in my body goes off at the same time every night. And I just got up and go to work and still want to go to sleep.
Terrible getting old, isn't it?
It is,
Yes.
right?
Just want to sleep, get some rest.
I feel the same way.
And then when I do take those days, I feel very guilty.
Why?
Oh, no.
I
Let
wouldn't
go of
feel
that.
guilty.
Terrible.
I
I feel
don't
like
feel
I could have
terrible
done
at
so
all.
much.
Oh,
No,
no.
It's terrible.
I'm at a different point in my life now where I'm like, "Oh, I'll get it done. Not right now. I need a rest."
That different point has been in all 8 years or 9 years that we've been together.
That's right.
Heck, no, it'll still be there.
That's right. I got to rest. I
I
need to
know.
take a break.
I know, it's true. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let's make some greenery for our flowers. So I'm gonna take a nice scoop of my yellow and just a tiny touch of blue. At least twice as much yellow as your blue.
Yeah, as soon as we got to that self-care stuff, I was right up all in that. Yeah, self-care.
All
That's right. That's right.
Now, if you want a darker green, you can grab a little touch, tiny bit of brown. Make that
Okay.
just a tiny bit darker. Or if you don't have brown, you can also add a tiny touch of red. Great. So we got a green going on there. So we can do leaves, which are just going to be kind of little pointed ovals.
Okay.
And you can make these as small or as large as you want as well. Let's do one down here on this side. I'm gonna rinse and dry that brush. I think I'm gonna move over to my tinier brush just so I can get some of these details in. So switch into tiny brush.
Okay.
Brush switch.
Tiny brush.
Tiny brush. Yeah, let's get that green on that tiny brush. Green on the tiny brush. So let's do some of those stems of leaves. Eucalyptus maybe. All right, so I'm gonna kind of just bring that down into where our flowers are, and it's okay if it doesn't touch your flower. It's all right. Kind of guess that it goes there.
I'm zooming in.
Okay, I'm just starting with those stems, and then I'm gonna start with do this guy here. That pointed oval
Mm-hmm.
for the leaf on top, and then I'm gonna kind of alternate. Little one on this side, little one on this side, and they'll get bigger as we come down. Or smaller as you go up.
Okay. Yeah, so you're concentrating on making these.
Little leaves. Little leaves. Little sprouts of leaves. Greenery. I admitted I'm not good with floral and flowers, so I definitely don't know what these things are.
Really? Well, you got them all.
I got 'em all.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a light yellow. So I'm gonna mix a scoop of my yellow with a scoop of white,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna work on, again, I don't know what these things are called.
What is that?
We're just gonna kind of do some dots still and start kind of dotting some little flowers in up here. And it's gonna get pointier at the top.
Kind of like snapdragons.
Okay,
There you go.
I'm like pollen things. I don't know. The other thing-
Pollen things.
Those things that just leave pollen everywhere. Whatever they're called.
Pollen things.
I have bad allergies, so flowers.
So you just thinking to
Not
avoid
my
these
thing.
things, huh?
I even told
See,
you.
those are the things that get you sick, huh?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Those
with
pollen
flowers.
things, I'm okay with the flowers and the leaves, but those pollen things, keep them away from me, please.
You can do these in whatever colors you want to. Yellow, if you want to do some purple ones, you can.
Start sneezing, huh?
If I start sneezing, I'll be really big. And while I kind of have that paint loaded up on my brush, I'm gonna do those little yellow flowers down here. So I'm really just kind of laying my brush down, kind of like in a little V. And I'll do a V in the opposite direction.
So those are two V's in opposite directions.
So you want the bottom of your paintbrush bristles to kind of all be in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of the trick here. So 1, 2, and then I have to kind of come upside down. 3 and 4.
Like that.
Okay, so I'm just kind of like making those little yellow flowers in there. Again, maybe buttercups. That's
Buttercups.
what they call them. could just kind of layer these guys in here too. Just gonna kind of let them trail down my basket a little bit. Of course, you can add a little greenery in here too. If you want to add greens in there.
What about the pollen thingies?
Yeah, those pollen things. Um,
Those pollen thingies can go in there.
yeah, if you want to. They usually are kind of like sticking up though. If you like. I would play with this like all day. What?
I'm gonna have to be up all night.
Oh,
Not tonight.
yeah. No, not
I'm going to
tonight.
bed tonight,
Yes.
but tomorrow and the day after that,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to be up all night to make a
Okay.
video for the anniversary.
And then I also want to add a little bit of highlight on each of those little greenery pieces. So just come down the side of each one of those little leaves if you can. Teeny tiny brush, teeny tiny details. Same thing on your leaves if you put those bigger leaves in there. Lots of little detail on here, guys. Really bad scope. Go. Getting there.
We're getting there.
Getting there. Just add a little center to those little yellow flowers and do it with orange. This time.
Jody says, thank you. I have to go
Welcome,
charge my
Jody.
phone.
Good night.
And Piper says, so sorry, I have to go. Thank you. It was
Aw.
delightful.
Thanks, Piper. I know this one went a little bit longer. It's a little-
Yeah.
a little
Oh,
more
Piper's
detail.
showing it. Hold on. Let me spotlight her. Hold on.
Aw.
There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Great job.
Well, I didn't have acrylics, so I had to use watercolor. So,
Wow, that's nice.
and I didn't have the right paper or anything, so I just sort of, did
It
what I
looks
could.
great though.
It really does look great.
Awesome.
I use watercolors myself, so
Oh, neat.
Oh, good.
I've
Nice.
got watercolors too.
Oh, yay, guys. That's awesome.
That's what we're talking about. You use whatever you have.
That's great.
That's great. Great job.
2 more little things left, guys, and we're done.
Okay.
2 more little things left. So just gonna have you add some highlights on here. So you can use that tiny brush, or you can use that medium round. Just grabbing some white, and let's put a little highlight around the top left edge of that
Handlebar.
handlebar. Kind of come down around the handle itself, like the grips in there.
Okay.
And I'll do that. Little curve around the top there.
Nice.
And then if you want to add details in those wheels, you start with your pen, adding those little like track marks in there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to. But other than that, I think you guys are good. I think our very last thing
What?
is sign and date.
All right
Sign
now.
and date your painting. So wherever you'd like. And then we can share. 0 what we'll still ask you guys to do, even though we're sharing here tonight,
Yes,
is we want to share with the rest of our mimosas community.
yes.
In the Facebook event, there is a post that shows my setup. It says, please post those photos here and just put them in as comments in that post and discussion.
So we're asking you to take a picture of your
Take
painting
a picture of your painting and
and then
share it
go
with
to
us
our
there as
Facebook
well.
page and
Almost
put it in
done,
the
buddy.
comment section where she says you can place your photos here.
Yes, please.
And we'll make a slideshow of it.
Hi, guys. So this is mine.
Oh, let's hold on.
Awesome, we're gonna come and check it out. Oh, look at them all.
Oh, look, okay, who is that was talking?
Es Eleonora.
Oh, Eleonora, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, there she is.
All right, hold on.
Yay.
We're gonna spotlight you.
Yay.
Oh.
Beautiful. Good job.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Heck,
Great events.
We definitely want to take a picture of everybody together if we can too. So.
Yes. You want to do the full
Yep.
you want to do the you want to do the screenshot?
Yeah, maybe we could do this.
How do we do the screenshot like this?
I can do, actually, I'll just take a picture from my, or Christina, can you do it from your side too?
She asked me to do it.
Okay, I'll do it.
But
Yeah,
I don't know how
I'll
to
take a
do it.
screenshot of,
Okay.
if everybody wants to just put up their painting and I can.
Hold
see
on,
the
I just wanted to show Aaron's
Oh,
double
cool,
picture,
the
see?
Twins.
Yeah, the
That's awesome.
twins. Great job.
So click on gallery view.
Now
Click.
put it, all right,
Didn't
put it.
quite get them done because I was doing twice the work, but
It's okay.
Amazing.
There we go. Okay.
All right, so we have the gallery view. Hold on. Okay, all right.
Good, so-
Everybody hold your pictures up and we're gonna take a screenshot.
Of everybody if we can. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Give us a minute here. There we go. Yeah. Let's keep holding them up for us because we got a couple of people just kind of popping on to start.
Yeah, you can push it up closer.
Yay. Oh, thank you guys for hopping on and painting.
Awesome.
Da-da-da.
Can we get them? Do
I
another
think
one.
so.
Do another one.
Do another one.
Oh, look, oh, wow. Is that your
I keep
painting?
taking screenshots, so
It's
I'm
Oh,
gonna
oh,
text them.
Christina's taking screenshots too.
Yep, okay, wait, a couple
All
of
right, we
people
can
just came on
compare.
screen. Anthony, I see you. And then I'm gonna get to the second screen, so I'm taking a,
They don't have nothing on here. I could do that.
You have to control. C.
Do it.
okay, hold on, because I wanna make sure I get whoever's on my next screen too. There's a few people.
Okay, go ahead.
It's gonna come as a couple of pictures, but I will send them to you, Jennifer
That's
and
all
Mark.
right.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Did you do it?
No.
Posted on Facebook picture.
Yes, so on Facebook, what you'll do is go over to the Mimosas and Masterpieces Facebook page. There is an event there for tonight's event. And in the event discussion, I posted a picture that says, please post your photos here. The other thing that we'll do is post that's beautiful.
That's Suzanne.
That's awesome.
you.
I'm going to.
That
post
is
a-
beautiful.
Right? Oh my gosh. So there'll be a little photo of me holding my many thanks card. You come as a guest, you leave as a friend. And it has a link to our virtual tip jar in case you'd like to use our virtual tip jar.
Great
Very,
job.
very pretty.
Look at that.
That is
Oh, so
gorgeous, guys.
pretty.
Beautiful.
Вспомнил вам, как легко была. Твой Миша как звук брал. Он и как звать тебя забрал. Ерунда это все. Ладно, не
Really
слушай.
nice. Hold on, we got another one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a beautiful
Great
bite.
job.
It's
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
That really is beautiful. Good
Aw,
job.
I love
Wow.
it.
That's a nice one.
Mary, you have to bring your camera, you have to bring it a little bit closer because it's getting blurred out with the backgrounds. Okay,
Yeah.
now we can see it. Very
Yeah,
nice.
let's see it. Let's see it
Really
up close.
nice.
Let's see it up close. Oh, yeah, see that? Yeah, it's
Wow.
blended
Oh,
with the
that's funny.
background. He's got the background in.
Oh,
Yeah.
because of the
the
virtual
background.
background.
Yes, he has the virtual background on.
That's so crazy that it does that. Wow.
Just push it up closer.
So neat.
No. No,
You
can't
take
see
it
it.
back.
I see the basket.
Yes.
There it is.
You have to take the virtual off.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks
Hey.
Good job.
There you go. I got it.
Yay.
Nice.
Ну, почему ты победишь? Женишься? Тишина.
Hold on. Here's another one.
Даже предохранитель.
There you go.
Wow.
Look at that one.
Yay. Great job.
Oh, look at that
Look at that
basket.
basket weave. Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
It looks like a oil painting.
It does. It looks really great.
It's really good. Here we are. Hold on.
Basket's too wet. I couldn't do my flowers,
Oh,
yellow flowers.
Let it dry, and then you can go ahead and take it over when it dries.
Okay,
All good.
good job.
I had fun.
I'm glad. Glad you played it tonight.
Yep.
We had fun.
We always have fun.
Yes, we do.
Thank you, guys.
Best part. This is
You're
the best
so
part.
welcome, guys.
Yeah, this is the best part. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Oh, here's another one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's another one here.
You guys remember, please post them in the event. Love to
Nice.
see them.
Go to an event. And then what?
So in the event, click on discussion.
All right, hold on. I gotta find discussion. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay. If you scroll, there should be a photo of me either holding up the many thanks card, or there's a picture of my setup and it says, reminder, post those photos here in the
Yeah.
comments. And you could just post them as a comment in any one of those. It's fine. I'll find it and I'll
Oh,
grab
in
it.
the comment. Okay,
As a comment.
Right.
I got it.
Thank you.
Yep. And then we'll collect them, and then we'll make a slideshow out of it. And
Okay.
we'll put it on Facebook, and we'll put it on YouTube.
All right, I think I just did it. Yay, I did.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
My
guys.
dogs are
Have a
hungry.
great night. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much,
See
everybody.
you guys next time. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Have a good night.
Good
You too. Thank
you.
you. Awesome. This was a fun
this was a good
Thursday
one.
night.
Thank you so
Bye,
much,
Jen.
Jennifer and Mark. You guys are awesome.
Mark.
We love
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
See you
Bye.
Thursday.
Yep, we'll be back.
Aw.